John Ashley with Prestige Curb Appeal. We do residential and commercial pressure washing. We do everything from roofs, houses, and driveways. Commercial-wise, we do shopping centers, parking lots, everything, you name it. It really helps and makes you feel good and increases the property value. Give me a call, 865-621-1004. We'd love the opportunity to give you a quote, come out and see your house, even look at your driveway.
Now you're talking, Christy. Now you're talking. It is Taco Tuesday, my friends. Happy Tuesday. How's it going today? I got a lot going on here today. Got a Witcher's Adventures I'll be talking about here in just a second. Not just from what we did yesterday, but what actually I'm going to be doing throughout the day today. But grab your cup of coffee. Give me some little extra time here this morning. The Storm Prediction Center has actually issued a level 1 and level 2 risk for isolated strong to severe thunderstorms. Now, with that said, most of your day will be just fine. But as we get into dinner time and bedtime tonight, that's when those showers and thunderstorms will start to roll on through. Remember, I've been talking about this over the last couple of days, saying I think the Tennessee-Kentucky border probably has the greatest threat or greatest risk or greatest chance, whatever you want to say, for some showers and thunderstorms today. And now it looks like we have enough instability in the atmosphere that the Storm Prediction Center has already issued that risk level. So let's go ahead and take you outside. I'll show you a live look. You saw this just seconds ago with the show open, but a live look in downtown Clinton, a beautiful sunrise taking shape, a few high thin clouds, and that's going to be about the extent of it. Good morning, Otto and Eva and Katrina and Cheryl and Deborah and Julie and Katrina, everybody. How's your day going? Did you enjoy yesterday? The Witchers got out and did a lot of yard work yesterday. I am sore. But of course, we'll talk about that with your Witcher's Adventures here in just a moment. All right, let's start you off first things first. Yesterday, we made it to 82. I always like to keep you in check of where I was forecasting unless it's totally wrong. And then I won't do that. I'm just kidding. Yesterday, I was forecasting 81 degrees. We hit 82 in Knoxville, 77 Crossville, 81 Chattanooga, and 80 degrees in Tri-Cities. We didn't pick up any rainfall. But if you're going to be out and about today, if you're going to be working outdoors or staying outside for an extended amount of time, keep in mind that the sun angle is coming up. We're going later and later in spring. May is right around the corner. And so the UV index is going to be increasing. So watch out for that sunburned city. You never want to get that first one. It's always the worst. Always the worst. All right, here's our cold front. High pressure is the name of the game across the southeastern U.S. That's the story. So that's going to block a lot of this activity. But again, if you recall, I said right along the Tennessee-Kentucky border, Northern Plateau has the best chance of seeing some showers and thunderstorms. I think probably it will expand a little bit further south. I will just say basically north of Interstate 40. Clouds are starting to increase across West Tennessee. Those clouds will start to roll our direction. In the meantime, a beautiful sunrise taking shape and a mix of sun and clouds to get the day started. I'm ready for a week off of golf with my brother-in-law from New York, playing every single day. It's going to be awesome. Today's going to be a great day if you're doing that today, Lee. All right, here's that risk level from the Storm Prediction Center. So a level 1 and just clipping the Northern Plateau, Fentress, and Scott County is a level 2. Again, don't really concentrate on where the level 1 and level 2 is because it's not that great of a, it's not going to be that precise is what I'm trying to say. But notice all the way from Pikeville through Lenoir City, Knoxville, Dandridge, Rogersville, Morristown, Tazewell, Huntsville, Jamestown. All these are all areas that have that risk level for some isolated strong thunderstorms. So basically along Interstate 40 north towards the Tennessee-Kentucky is going to be the greatest risk. If you travel up into Indiana, Illinois, they even have a greater risk for severe weather where they have a level 3 risk, an enhanced risk. So let's walk you through the future cast here this morning. Quiet this morning, not a big deal. And we'll continue to see the clouds start to increase as we get into the lunch hour, but we're dry and we're warm. Then as we get into the 3 o'clock hour, some of the models indicating maybe an isolated stray shower or two by 3 o'clock, but the general idea is most of us will be dry. Kids are going to be dry as they head home from school, so not a big deal there. But notice by 7 o'clock tonight, okay, maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm ahead of the system. Can't rule that out. But the main system, the main part of the storms is going to be off to our north and west between 6 and about 9 o'clock tonight. I think as we get closer to dinner and bedtime tonight, that's when the storms start to roll on through. So there's 10 o'clock. And again, give or take about an hour or two. Sometimes these speed up, so maybe push this all the way closer to maybe 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. Because a lot of times these do speed up. But the point of the story is that as we get closer to dinner and bedtime and sundown tonight, showers and thunderstorms will start to move on through. The Tennessee-Kentucky border, the Northern Plateau, north of Interstate 40 has the greatest threat for severe weather. And then this model has it really weakening as we get into the midnight hour as it progresses its way eastward. So that's kind of the general idea. So the mountain counties, upper East Tennessee, probably not going to see a whole lot of activity. South of Interstate 40, probably not going to see a whole lot of activity. Even if you see rain, which of course will take the rain over the severe weather any day of the week. But when you look at your futurecast rainfall, most of it's north of Interstate 40. And I think most of us will probably pick up, not most of us, I think north of Interstate 40 you have a better chance of saying about a tenth to a quarter of an inch of rain. But there could be pockets of a half an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch of rain. And this is the beginning of a little bit more of an active wet weather pattern that's heading our way all the way through, say, Friday night and Saturday morning. All right, getting you out the door here this morning, temperature-wise, it is comfortable. We are running warmer this morning than yesterday. We're now in the 50s and 60s, which feels good. That makes it about 5 to 10, 15 degrees warmer than what we were yesterday at this time. So, if you're going to be working outside, should be a fantastic day to do so. All right, your forecast for today, 76 by lunchtime, 81 by 3, and 82 by 5. So, very similar feel to what we had yesterday. And then dropping down into the upper 70s by 8 o'clock here tonight. Should be a fantastic day. But those showers and thunderstorms do ramp up. So going 30% chance of rain today and then 20% tonight. I've added a 30. Well, I have had a 30% chance for tomorrow. I think we'll see probably higher elevation showers and thunderstorms. So the plateau and the mountains, the way the wind is wrapping around this ridge of high pressure, we've got energy and moisture in the atmosphere. It's typically the higher elevations, and so they develop in the mountains and the plateau, and then they kind of work their way to the north and northeast. I think that's what plays out tomorrow. But then increasing coverage of showers and thunderstorms on Thursday into Friday into early Saturday morning as our next cold front heads our way. Let me show you the big synoptic scale picture just of how this all plays out, give you a general idea of the motion. Like sometimes when you're zoomed in so much, you kind of lose the big picture of how this is all working. So I like to show you the big picture. So we pick up our timeline at 6 o'clock here this morning, and I'm just going to let this run. You can see how the showers and thunderstorms are going to ramp up around the region. So if you have travel plans, don't forget to download the East Tennessee Weather app. It does travel wherever you go. Some scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. And then here comes our main cold front that's going to head our way Thursday into Friday. And we also have a risk for severe storms those days as well. So today's risk for severe weather from Indiana, northern Kentucky. So that's Covington. We've got Columbus, Lexington, Louisville, Cincinnati, all under a level 3 risk for severe storms. That stretches down to a level 2 for Nashville, Paducah, and then Memphis to Knoxville, level 1, level 2 risk in the green and yellow area. That shifts back to our west tomorrow into Thursday morning. This runs from 12Z Wednesday to 12Z Thursday, so that's 8 a.m. to 8 a.m., 24-hour period. But Thursday into Friday, we now have a level 1 risk for severe storms. And that does include the western half of East Tennessee, the I-75 corridor westward towards Nashville, Paducah, Memphis. So as we get into the day tomorrow, we'll have a better handle of how that's all playing out with our our high resolution model forecasting. You can really see where this ridge of high pressure is dominating, where the rain's going to be and the rain is not going to be, right? Southeastern coastline, Charlotte, Augusta, Macon, Atlanta, Charleston, Myrtle Beach, sunny, quiet, dry all the way through Thursday. The battleground's going to be across the plains and west of the Mississippi and north of Interstate 40, basically into Kentucky, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. Then as we take it through Saturday, then it starts to fill in a little bit, and that's where we could see, I think here at East Tennessee, from now through Saturday morning, we could see anywhere from a quarter, half to over an inch of rainfall. And the National Weather Service talking about, hey, listen, if you get a couple rounds of rain, we've got a lot of moisture in the atmosphere to work with. Now, we haven't had a whole lot of rainfall, but the flooding potential will gradually increase a little bit here over the next couple of days, especially if you get more rounds and rounds of rain, and then the rain comes in Thursday into Friday, and that could be insult to injury. All right, here's your 7-day forecast. We'll take that full isolated severe storms again after about 7 o'clock here tonight, mainly north of Interstate 40 today. That's that 30%. 30% for some isolated showers, scattered showers and thunderstorms, mainly along the plateau and the mountains, but some of those could drift into the valley. We're at 84. Back down to 82 degrees on Thursday, isolated strong thunderstorms or maybe even some severe storms, as the Storm Prediction Center has put us under a level 1 risk for severe weather. And then numerous showers and thunderstorms on Friday. No risk levels so far, but we'll keep you posted and see what the Storm Prediction Center does. It does look like everybody's going to get wet on Friday. Some of the models indicating that we'll have some lingering showers into Saturday. So I've added a 30% chance with mostly sunny skies. Let me explain. The thing is that I think that we will probably see most of the showers and thunderstorm activity come to an end early Saturday morning, although Some models indicating that the showers and storms may stick around a little bit longer on Saturday. So 30% with mostly sunny skies is what I'm going with right now. It's only Tuesday, so make sure you check back in with us every day to see how Saturday's playing out, because I don't want you to be caught off guard, playing all these outdoor plans, and all of a sudden the storms roll on through and be like, wait a second, what changed? This is why when I go talk to weather groups and kids, I say, listen, why do I need to forecast every day? Well, I don't know. If I forecasted on Monday, why would I need to forecast on Wednesday and Friday? Oh, because the weather changes. Things change. We're trying to predict the future, right? So make sure you check back in. Saturday, there is a question mark there. Sunday is going to be gorgeous, lower humidity. We're at 73, very similar to what we experienced this past Sunday. Just comfortable weather. Although sunny and 73 is still warm if you're going to be in the direct sunlight all day long. And then those temperatures come right back up as we head into our Monday. So a nice little weather pattern with some good solid rain showers are moving on into the area and heading our way. All right, I want to take you back outside and show you what it looks like at Fort Loudon Dam. That's the dam off the distance right next to the eave of the dock. This is on Fort Loudon Lake in actually Loudoun County. You can see we already have some upper level moisture moving on through with some jet contrails crisscrossing the sky. Always a sign of a changing weather pattern. When you start to see those high clouds, those jet contrails, it's typically, not always, but typically a sign of a changing weather pattern as moisture is moving in from the west. It starts high, and then we start to saturate the atmosphere from the top to the bottom, and then we start to see rain showers. And, of course, that's going to be taking shape here over the next several days. So, Taco Tuesday. Are you doing tacos tonight? We did tacos. What day is it? Monday? We didn't do tacos last night. We did steak last night. We did tacos Sunday night. I think that's what day it was. So I'm a few days off, but whatever, right? Ooh, love the view of my hometown. What's up, Andrew? How are you this morning? Where are you joining us from, by the way? If this is your hometown, do you not live here anymore? Have you ever heard of an odd phenomena in May where we get storms out of the east for a few weeks? I've never heard of the phenomena, but it does happen. Storms, typically storms move from west to east, but depending on where your pressures are, your high pressure, low pressure, kind of depends on. Sometimes they'll move eastward. If you get low pressure to our south, high pressure to our north, then that funnels everything to the east. If we get that taking place. But I've never heard of the phenomena of it happening in May. Otto, send me an email if you have anything on YouTube or the good old Google. Send me an email, mike@eastnweather.com. I'd like to see something like that, but I've never heard of that. If you know of any place that you can see that. All right, I want to give you a big shout out to Granger County High School. We're going to be heading over there to a career fair today. Was supposed to hit Russellville Primary Elementary School today as well. Kind of double booked. Things are a little crazy around here with everything going on in my life. But anyways, I apologize to Russellville. I wanted to come out today it's far away from where I live. So I wanted to kind of hit them both. But anyways, I digress. So the 7th through 12th graders at Granger County High School are putting on, they're doing a career fair. And so I've been invited to go there. I've got myself a green screen. I was so busy yesterday setting it all up and making sure everything's in order because I want these kids, it's supposed to be interactive, right? It's a career fair. They want to see what I'm doing as a meteorologist so I can show them the computers and stuff. But of course, it's always fun to be in front of a green screen. So I have a green screen. I set my computer and a camera up. I got that working last night. Let's hope that it works when I get there and, disassemble everything this morning. But I got to race out of here about 7 o'clock in the morning. Got to be up in Granger County. It starts at 8:30, and I'll be up there till 1:30. So my noon update will actually be from Granger County High School. I may do it live. We'll see what the service is. Sometimes I can't do everything live based on cell phone service or internet service. So I'll see how that all plays out. If I don't, I will be doing my noon update either way from Granger County High School. Hopefully I can do it live so I can interview a couple people. But if not, maybe you'll get an interview anyways. That will be on your afternoon weather update. So make sure you check in on that. I know the weather's not really, the weather is going to be changing. So you want to check back in anyways to see how the storms are all developing and evolving once we get more model data coming in here this morning. So that's going to be a lot of fun. The other Witcher's Adventures, yesterday, the wife and I spent all day doing yard work. Like we've got a bunch of stuff that the trash company's coming to pick up today, like an old couch it's not salvageable. So that's now at the curb. Now everything's out at the curb because they're doing a big bulk pickup. That was a lot of work. And then we were doing we were weeding weeds. I'm still trying to get some rock around the studio because I don't have gutters on the studio, and so it's kind of eroding the ground. So I need to get some rock down. But we also, let's see, what else did we do? We've got a big giant thing in the front yard, like sort of a flower area, but it just turns into weeds all the time. So I've dug that up. It had rocks around it. Well, little did I know that a lot of the rocks were buried way underneath. And so there's a lot of rocks. And I did a lot of digging just to get all this up. So I am sore today. You know, when you first start getting into yard work and you're bending down in weird positions and you're using your hands and you're like, oh, man. Don't work those muscles all the time, do I? Good morning, Deborah. How are you this morning? All right, let's get to work with the national holidays for the day today. It is now 6:18. Remember, if you're joining me on the app itself, keep it up and running if you joined in late, because I'll send you back to the 24-hour weather channel here in just a moment to keep you posted on what the forecast looks like throughout the day today. But again, we are talking about the chance for some isolated, strong, or even severe storms. So let's talk about those national holidays for the day today. They're brought to you by yours truly. Where'd they go? There they are. All right, today's national holidays. I've not even looked at them yet. So birthdays and events, of course. Got to celebrate birthdays and events. It's National Shrimp Scampi Day. Oh, I do love me some shrimp scampi. And it's a really easy meal to make, really. Some lemon, garlic, butter, shrimp. Throw some angel hair pasta in there, and boom. You're good to go. Some fresh basil, right? Sprinkle some chop some fresh basil and put that on top. I can't wait for our basil to grow in the garden. And, you can start picking off a little bit, but you don't want to pick it off too much. It's National Zipper Day. Listen, I'll be honest with you. If your zipper is down, I'm going to be the first to tell you that. I don't want you walking around all day with your zipper down. I'll tell strangers, hey, just an FYI, your zipper's down. Oh, thanks. I'd rather them be embarrassed by one person than by everybody. You know what I mean? But what would we do without the zipper, right? Let's see when the zipper was. Anybody know when the zipper was invented? How about that? Commemorates April 29th, 1913, when the patent for the modern zipper was issued. The day celebrates something we often do not think much about and may automatically take for granted. That is for sure. 1913. I did not know that. It's National Peace Rose Day. It's a pretty rose. What's a peace rose? Anybody know what that is? The light yellow and large cream-colored flowers of the peace rose have slightly flushed crimson pink petal edges. It's a hybrid tea rose that is hardy, vigorous, and highly resistant to disease. So if you're looking for a nice rose bush, French horticulturist Francis Meland developed the peace rose between 1935 and 1939. When Meland foresaw the German invasion of France to protect the new rose, he sent cutting to his friends in Italy, Turkey, Germany, and the United States. It is believed that these cuttings were sent to the United States in the last plane available before the German invasion. That is pretty cool. Each country that received a cutting gave the rose a different name. It was called Madame Meland, in honor of the breeder's mother in France. Italy named it Rose Goria, meaning joy. In Germany, the name was Gloria Day, whatever. I don't know how to say these things. For Gloria to God. And the United States named it the rose Peace, the Peace Rose. And the national flower of the United States is the rose. Very cool stuff. I did not know any of that. That's all we have this morning. That is all we have. So we'll take you back outside. I want to show you what it looks like from Monroe County, KMNV, Monroe County Airport. Look at that. Some hijack contrails. A beautiful start to the day. Cheryl likes shrimp scampi. There we go. Landsman Lawn Care. Jesse can do the rock. I got it, buddy. I got it. Oh, yeah. What's up, Andrea? I still live here. We met by accident the day this live cam was being installed. I do remember that. Well, good to see you again. Sorry, I didn't put two and two together when you said that in the chat. Kathy, happy to have you in Granger County. Nice. Yeah, school countdown for summer break. No doubt about that. All right, time to get ready to serve some amazing barbecue, smoked chicken salad wraps, loaded pork waffle fries. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing, Tom. And all fresh sides at UT Hospital from 10:30 to 1:30. So if you're around UT Hospital and you want to support another local business here in town, I love food trucks. Hopefully you do too. Go support TK's Gourmet Food Wagon. Tom and his wife really do it up every single week. He says he's retired, but not so retired, is it? XYZ zipper code in the 1970s. There we go. You will not tell someone their zipper is down. It's embarrassing on both ends. Oh, come on. Wouldn't you rather somebody tell you before you walk around town all day long? I would. Good morning. Safe travels today. Thank you very much. You were born in, I think that's France. That's really cool, Barbara. Is that the French flag? There we go. The white flag soon replaced the rose along the French border. That's really cool. Have a great day, Deborah. I just sent you a photo of my daughter's beautiful rose bushes. Let's see what that is. See if we can't get that on here. See if I still have that available. Did you send it through Witcher's Pictures there? Hopefully you did. There it is. How about this one? This was from Lisa. That's pretty, Lisa. Get it. There we go. It's sideways. Sorry about that, Lisa. I don't know why it's sideways, but those are some nice rose bushes. There we go. That's awesome. Thanks for the photo. Oh, we got a great one from Otto. How about the Otto? You're killing it. You're killing it lately, buddy. This one's a good one as well. How about this? Otto says, why are they coming in sideways? I don't know why. Oh, I know why. Because we rotated it. There we go. That's a gorgeous one, Otto. How about that one? Otto says on that one, let's see. Beautiful. That's what he said. Beautiful. It is beautiful. Well, I appreciate you posting that on Witcher's Pictures using the East Tennessee Weather app. Awesome stuff. A beautiful day. Again, a chance for some isolated strong, or maybe even strong or severe thunderstorms before the day is over. By probably closer to 5, 7, 9 to 10 o'clock here tonight, we could see some isolated strong thunderstorms, mainly north of Interstate 40 and right along the Tennessee-Kentucky border, the Northern Plateau. That's going to be the greatest threat. Severe weather moves out tomorrow, but could work its way back in on Thursday. Showers and thunderstorms to round out the week. Maybe some storms lingering on Saturday. Probably just Saturday morning at this point of the game, but they may linger through the late morning on Saturday. So maybe not a total washout all weekend long, but there is a little bit of a question mark on Saturday. So make sure you check back in tomorrow to see how your Saturday and weekend forecast is all playing out. Sunday is going to be like last Sunday, and it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. All right, I got to hit the road to Granger County, go pack my stuff up. I'll be broadcasting from Granger County today, so make sure you check in on social media, like and share what you see. Remember, I'm on Roku TV, Amazon Fire, and YouTube. Go smash and subscribe that YouTube button. Be safe, be kind to each other. Life is short. See you back here tomorrow.